Welcome back to the podcast. On this episode, I have Maika Maile, who you might remember from his time with There for Tomorrow. We talk about the band and how it ended, getting sober, and putting out his own solo material, which is arguably some of the best pop music out there today. He is absolutely an insane talent and should be all over top 40 radio. If you like honest and vulnerable pop music, you would be making a massive mistake by not checking his stuff out. His new single, Shadowboxing, is out now. If you enjoy what I'm doing here, make sure and subscribe wherever you like the podcast and drop a 5-star rating, as it does help me get in front of more people. Additionally, posting about it on social media helps a ton as well. I'm easily found across all social media. Also, I need to give a big shout out to the team at Emo's Not Dead, where you can score 20% off your entire order using promo code DENNING20 at emosnotdead.com. If you're looking to score last-minute tickets to a sporting event or show, head over to SeatGeek, where you can score $20 off your first order using promo code DENNING at checkout. With all that out of the way, enjoy my chat with Maika Maile. Enjoy. I'm just south of Portland.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so
Yeah.
we're 3 hours. It's
Yeah.
3:54 right here.
Woo! Okay. So things are slowing down on the weekend?
Dude, it's been a great weekend, honestly, bro. It's,
Okay.
yeah, it's dude, we've been running and gunning for a long time.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, I was thinking about, like, how fast time goes, 'cause I think the last thing we did together was, like, 10 years ago.
Dude, I know. Was it with were you with
Absolute
Smart
Punk.
for a second? Or Absolute
Absolute
Punk?
Absolute Punk back in the day.
Right, dude.
I think it
Man,
was, like, on the heels of the very last There for Tomorrow EP.
wow. What was that?
Yeah.
Escape? The
Like,
Nightscape one?
yeah, I think it was, like, 2014, 2015.
Dude, that's so crazy. We did that in my mom's garage.
Mm. Yeah.
Dude, I was so broke. I was still a drunk back then too.
Yeah, I mean, a lot has changed.
Yeah.
You got so much going on for you right now. I mean, you got, like, a house, you got kids, you're
Yeah.
married.
Married, dude, I got the whole thing, man. It's super blessing. I'm sitting in the dream studio, that we just built.
Mhm.
Um, dude, this has been a project we've been working on for, God, it's been like 3 years, so it's finally coming together. We got a lot to do in the interior right now, but
The floors are nice. I mean,
yeah, dude.
dude,
So
I like the
I have these LED lights too that kinda glow from over the
yeah, that was a nice touch too. I saw that.
yeah,
How long does that take
dude,
to get, like, put together, like, a year and a
what
half?
the whole build.
Yeah, like, it was a whole project, I'm sure.
Dude, yeah, it was a ride, man. We had to do a variance with our town because there's setbacks here on this plot of property that we bought in 2021.
Woo. Okay,
Our
so right before the interest rates went up.
Dude, we got a 2.85%,
I love that.
bro. It's, right before the whole boom happened.
Mhm.
It was insane, man. So, dude, divine. It was like super because then, dude, this was like what we did here on this house and like building onto it, adding value, understanding all that, dealing with the lenders, mortgages, and all that stuff. Like, it kinda launched me into this whole new world. I'm like I've been really in the real estate investing kinda side of things, and I never would've thought I'd be there. But, it's kinda interesting, man, what's going on. I feel like I'm finding, like, sort of a blueprint that can be sort of something that independent artists can, there's no structure, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no structure in the industry, especially anymore. Even labels right now they don't know how to pull the triggers like they used to.
Yeah, it's different.
Dude, it's sorta wild, wild west. I mean, there's still, like, the gatekeeper level where you can push some buttons and make some calls and things will happen. You can move
Mhm.
culture with money, but, like, they can't control it like they once could. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so let's think. The band was wrapping up about 10 years ago. Are
Yeah.
you kinda like, did you feel kind of at peace with that? Like, "Hey, we've done literally everything we set out to do," or was like, "Oh my god, what am I gonna do? This band is done. I don't know how to be in anything else other than this band."
That was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what happened, dude, all that like, the whole world collapsed. My whole world, like, sort of just toppled and imploded while the band was, like, at the height of what
Yeah.
we were doing. It was when we started to kind of come down a little bit, though, momentum-wise.
Mhm.
Our 2nd album was very, we honestly just should have made a little bit more of a mature a little faster as our 2nd
Mhm.
album. That's what we should have did, to be honest. But we made a cool record. It was called The Verge. It was a little bit more left field for that day, especially, like, it almost came out with this, like, '90s alternative edge to it.
Yeah.
It was a little bit of a left twist very fast, because we had a lot of momentum. So when that sort of did not connect, all we had to do though is continue making the music and have resilience and like make it through somehow. But
Yeah.
uh, I just had a dude when things weren't going well and things kind of just started going like this. I mean, we were drinking and stuff, partying, but I just took it to a whole nother level. And
Yeah.
dude, it was my health, it was my mental health, it was everything that happened that really that was the end of the band. So we tried, you know, the guys stood by my side, man. I love those guys to death. They were my brothers forever. But I had a dude, manic episode,
Yeah.
breakdown, bro, it was whole deal.
Any, withdrawals at all, or
Dude, so I didn't get sober until 2017.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was drinking through all this antipsychotic medication, antidepressants they were trying to get me on, Ativan, you know what I mean? All this stuff, I was drinking on all of it, like, I'm talking, like, easy could crush 25 beers a day, and
Oof.
then also be, you know, whatever else, shots and you know what I mean? It was bad. It was
I
bad,
mean,
and I'm taking antipsychotic medication, you know, during that. So I should be dead, bro, like, honestly, so many times
yeah.
over.
I mean, even from the financial standpoint, I mean, that adds up quick. I mean, 25 beers a day and then, like, shots, I mean, that's like what? I mean, $30 a day, give or take?
Oh, dude, I was spending hundreds, man. I was
Yeah.
spending dollars, but then I was buying dude, I was buying cocaine too to keep me going.
Yeah.
So another 40, $50. Dude,
So you look at your bank account, it's like, "Oh, man," like,
I didn't have anything, bro. Yeah,
yeah.
it was really, really sad, dude. It was a crazy time, you know? I had so much to that I experienced when I was a child, right? You know,
Yeah.
losing my father and my sister, and I never dealt with it, and I
Mhm.
put my identity in the band, dude. I put it in the sort of the shoes of this lead singer, rock band singer guy, front man, you know what I mean? Guy on the guitar. You know, I didn't have a foundation for my life outside of that, honestly, you know, because I was running from everything I had gone through, all the pain that I had, you know, experienced when I was a kid. So, that's why that's the I think that's the hard push and pull of being an artist. I mean, like, it's some of the most tortured souls that create some of the best music, but then we lose them too soon. It's this twisted thing, bro.
Yeah, and it's crazy. It's like, I mean, yeah, I can't I mean, it's a great story to tell, though, I mean, because you have gone through so much, now you're here in a much better place.
Yeah, dude. Oh,
I mean,
man.
like you said, you shouldn't be here. I mean, you were doing some drugs, you were drinking heavily. I mean, like, withdrawals can kill you.
Dude, honestly, so I honestly was glad that I think they prescribed me Ativan when I was
Mhm.
getting off of it.
Yeah.
At cold turkey, 2017, man, this is
Oof.
after, like, 5 God, dude, like, 5 years of, like, since my manic episode and then massive they put me on 800 milligrams of Seroquel, which is an antipsychotic, a
Ooh.
day
Yeah.
to get me out of the manic episode I was on. It was a frank manic episode in 2012 that lasted for, I think it was 3 months, and I got, put in the mental hospital 3 times. And man, it was like once a month. So from that point, dude, and then when they crashed me, with the Seroquel, that all the way until 2017, it was just a slippery slope. My mom was planning my funeral, dude, like, you know, I don't know, I was blacked out driving, dude, 3-day
Yeah.
bend, like, driving to the next place, you know?
So, I mean, really, at any point, it could have just gone south and you're like, "Well, he crashed his car into a ditch." I mean, that's it.
That was gonna be it, man. That was my plan, really, honestly, with
Yeah.
what I was doing. That was my plan, but, thank God there's another plan.
I mean, was there a particular, like, day where it's like, "Man, this sucks. Like, I don't wanna do this anymore."
Yeah, when I was 2017, it was February 10th,
Okay.
2017, which is so crazy because that was our 2nd boy who was just born, 6
Yeah.
months ago. His due date was gonna be my sober day, August 10th, or sorry, February 10th. Um, but he came a little early, just
Yeah.
sidebar. Dude, so I got sober then, it was just after a bender. I actually went to go to the Social here. If anybody knows, like, a legendary club in Orlando, bands play there, it's a venue. There for Tomorrow played, like, some of its first shows there. It was the first show we ever sold out in our hometown was at this place, right? It's
Yeah.
kind of it's all coming fro I never even thought to put these 2 things together till now. But the last night I spent drinking, I went to a show, this, Polynesian reggae band called Common Kings.
Yeah.
They're, like, super love those guys.
Big, big name.
It's so crazy because this is another Destiny thing, how this, pans out with them. But we had worked on a song, I think it was or no, yeah, we just worked on a song, I think it was, like, just a few months before that in LA. That was a chance meeting, super crazy. I found out me and the singer, Junior found out we're literally cousins. His
That's
auntie's
crazy.
married to my uncle. So, we made this song, dude, and that freaking song went on their Grammy. I think they won a Grammy that year, 2017.
Yeah,
And so
maybe.
that's I did a song and it was on that record. Crazy. Only song I ever did with them was on that. But anyways, the last night I ever drank in my life was at their show here, right, in
Okay.
town. We get blacked out. It's insane. I don't even remember. So next day, I get home at butt crack of dawn or whatever, and,
Mhm.
wake up at the typical 2, 3 PM, and I, like, stumble over to the window. I'm so used to the withdrawals, dude. Withdrawals were so bad. I couldn't go without, like, 30 minutes without a drink or else
Yeah.
I'm sweating bullets. It's horrible. So I go over, I peek out the window, and my car is in my mom's driveway. Dude, I was still living at my mom's house, bro. I was such a wreck. And it was sideways in her driveway, like, you're supposed to park like this. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
but dude, in that moment, that was the absolute pinnacle, like, in my life. Somewhere, I don't know, I didn't see it, but it was like, "Stop drinking." I don't know what
yeah,
it was, but I think it was, like, a very deep, like, voice, and I would probably attribute it to the voice of God saying, "It's time to stop." And this was the God I didn't believe in, by the way, like, at this
yeah.
time. But I just felt this deep knowing, like, "That's it, bro. That's it. No more. It's time." So, dude, from that point, cold turkey, cold turkey. Difficult withdrawals, but I got through it. Thank God the Ativan honestly came in because that was like a go switch out. And then I eventually weaned off of that. But, dude, ever since then, man, super crazy spiritual journey. Then I got married. I met my wife just, like I think it was, like, 4 months after. I met her August, and I got sober that February, so it was just, same year. And ever since then, bro, my life has just been building in a beautiful way, man. Music
Yeah.
production, just cool stuff. I've been putting out some of my own material,
Mhm.
super passionate about all of that, and then I started a real estate investing business, like, 2 years ago. I never would have thought I'd be doing this at all, man, but it's been incredible, man, and I've learned so much, and how much the knowledge that I'm picking up on this side applies to the music business,
Yeah.
because unfortunately, artists are just stereotypically, we don't have a certain literacy within the industry, how it works, you know what I mean? So it gets used against us. So it's part of I don't wanna have, like, some big messianic complex, but I do wanna kinda reapproach the industry in this way where we have some leverage now.
Mhm.
Some knowledge, some know-how, resources, relationships, and then, when you don't have to rely on other people's money and you can create your own, it's a whole 'nother play. 'Cause at some point with all of this, man, the highest levels of this stuff, it comes down to payola, which is
Mhm.
unfortunate, that it's like that. But the numbers are manipulated. A lot of that stuff is very, very true. But it's fuel on fire, because like, the product, the artist, whatever it is, it has to be organically doing something. I'm not sure you can actually have an industry plant nowadays. I feel like the public is too smart for that. It's
Mhm.
interesting what's going on right now in society. But anyways, dude, I'm so glad we could chat, bro, because I have so much I'm just, like, processing through and thinking about and you know what I mean?
Definitely. I mean, it's so tight though. I mean, like, how was COVID for you? Like, did COVID kind of like exasperate like kind of past feelings like, okay, I quit drinking, but like maybe no, nothing. Okay.
I made double the amount of money I ever made in my life in 2020
Wow.
and from 2019. Double. I had never dude, business, like, that's when I started getting fascinated because we had nothing to do. We were at home, right?
Mhm.
And, dude, I just went on this whole education journey, just freaking YouTube University, watch everything. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I don't know what it was, man. It was just this interesting, like, fire in me that just wanted to research all these things. I think I've always had that side to me,
Yeah.
but, man, I don't know. I think my heart had changed so much by that point. Like, I got sober to 2017 to 2020. So at that point, I was really just trying to become a man. And unfortunately, like, when we were in the band and stuff like that, when you're, like, on the road, you live in an ulterior like, it's an alternate universe. It doesn't belong in society. Like It's
Yeah.
what drives people crazy because you get such a high and a ride from the tour life until that kinda dies off, which is a whole 'nother conversation. But dude, like and that's where the coping comes in, it's just a party.
Yeah.
Unless you do it smart. I mean, dude, there's people that tour very smart, make a great amount of money doing it, like and again, it's
Mhm.
not about the money, but it's about freedom, it's about being able to have your time, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many things I'm learning. But, yeah, um, I don't know, wait, go back to the what was the question we started with there?
Just even with, like, COVID, like, having, like, going back to some of those past habits where it's like during COVID, a lot of people kind of fell into some really weird, like, "You know what? Maybe I
What
will start drinking again." Like,
oh, it was sad. I mean, we had a lot of friends. I mean, we, lost friends, lost I mean, people lost their businesses, people lost I mean, it was a tragic time, dude. Like, all the
yeah,
chaos is, with politically and society, culture, politics. Dude, it was a brooding world we were living in, man. It was very dark. Like, that was a dark period of time. Of course, I feel like I was just in my own little cocoon, though, at that time, and I
yeah,
thank God that whatever was happening in my heart then was leading me to, like, invest in something that would help me grow when the world began to open up again, but, dude, it was very sad to watch, man. It's very confusing, I think, for everybody,
yeah.
and I think everybody actually we're all probably just experiencing PTSD from it. We just
It's
don't
funny
know
because
it.
like, it's 2025, and I'm like, "Oh, wait, that happened, like, 5 years ago-ish."
Yeah, crazy, dude.
Yeah, I'm like,
Well, it springboarded into a lot of the stuff that's going on now, bro. I mean, I won't go too tinfoil hat on everything, but I just think there's a lot more intention behind these things and connection, so I'm very, politically abstract.
yeah.
You won't find me on the spectrum. You'll find me on the artistic spectrum, but not on the
Is
political.
it is it more difficult doing real estate in Orlando given, like, how weather-related issues tend to pop up? Like, I know insurance is crazy down there.
Dude, we have yeah, exactly. So that's pricing out a lot of buyers right now and
Mhm.
sellers. So
Yeah.
both. So it's a weird game where a lot of sellers are needing to sell right now. We were just looking me and my partners were looking at the Google Trends of how many people were searching "sell my house fast," right?
No,
It's bro, it's like
it's
3x.
way up.
We have, like, a foreclosure specialist that works on our team too to help out sellers that are, underwater and the bank's coming after them. Dude, the mortgage system, every system is very broken.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. The deeper I get into the game, we find that out. But man, insurance companies, dude, it is such a scam, man. But anyways, it's pricing people out, dude. It's killing people. We deal with it all the time, and it's interesting. I can use my story to deal with a lot of these sellers. A lot of them are addicted to whatever it is, alcohol or the pain pills they were prescribed for the pain they're going through, and the hospital bills build up, and next thing you know, they gotta do a bankruptcy, and they're going through a foreclosure. Like these are
Yeah.
normal people, man, good people, and uh, I have such a heart in it now because we're very like connected to what people are going through.
Yeah. I
So
mean, even, like, geographically speaking, it's a whole different, like, thought because in Oregon, like, it's just fire. That's it. Like, we don't have earthquakes. None of that really is a cause for concern.
yeah, well, that's a freaky one too, man. But yeah, hurricanes. I mean, for us, dude, Floridians, especially Central Florida, like
Yeah.
it's fine. We just, dude, we've been through I guess all the craziest hurricanes here. I've never had to like leave for one or anything, but the coasts, oh man,
Mhm.
wow, these last two, man, super sad, bro. We helped out a couple sellers that, they couldn't get anything from their insurance. FEMA was just doing jack. Very sad time. A lot of people lost their lives, man,
Isn't,
over
like, hail pretty bad over there too? Like,
nah, just
no?
it's never that cold, you know? It's never that cold. It can happen though in the
Yeah.
winter.
But yeah, so then you opened up a studio lease in LA recently, I think, right? Like, a couple years ago?
Yeah, it was last year, dude. I
Oh,
took
wow.
over the studio that, we were um, dude, I was working out of there since 2000 it's actually where I did that Common King song in
Yeah.
2016. Since before that, dude, like, we were going there, me and Chris would go together, the drummer in There for Tomorrow,
Mhm.
stay out there, whatever. But I think I was starting to go my buddy Rob, who actually, was the drum tech on the first There for Tomorrow EP, Pages. It's like
Yeah.
we're talking he's the guy who introduced us to James Wisner, who was our first
Mhm.
producer. This guy's like freaking legend. I love this guy, Rob. Killer drummer, dude, super, super vibey. They're amazing. So they had this studio spot, man, and he would just let me go out there and stay. And then it
Yeah.
got to a point where, dude, he had, like, incredible gear in there. He had, like, a $19,000 Neumann mic in there from 1962 and, like, dude, insane amount of gear. And I would go in there and I would just stay because it was a studio apartment, kitchen, back
Yeah.
and a little out, patio, and then a studio. And I just grew this relationship with going to this place for 10 years. And then, yeah, he, was moving up, to an incredible, crazy studio in, what was it? Joshua Tree. So he said, "Hey, man, you wanna take the lease?" And dude, yeah. So I did, and I had a business partner on that. Now, it's been a ride with that too, because dude, I've had a son since then, you know?
Mhm.
We were in the newborn trenches for a while, late, pregnancy trenches too. So we were building this studio here, at the end of the year of last year. So I haven't been to LA in, like, I think it's gonna be about a year, and I've just had the
Okay.
studio.
I was gonna ask because 'cause I'm like, how often are you do the coast to coast kinda back and forth?
Dude, it used to be every other month at least, bare minimum, you know?
Yeah.
And so that was a huge benefit of this place. But I have not gotten all the way around to it yet. It has been
Mhm.
so I've been focusing so much on this business, this build, a lot of the stuff that we're doing here in Florida, family, obviously. I am, like, just now rearing my head to where I can actually, like, build the infrastructure for the business we wanna run out of, the studio out there. But, bro, I gotta tell you, man, through all the challenges and the finances and things like that, having to carry this place for it was an extra challenge, but I think it's a destiny thing, man. I think, like, what we're about to do with this thing, 'cause I have the vision for it.
Yeah.
It's called Melrose Recording Room, and, dude, it's just gonna be amazing. It's gonna be in the same, like, idea of, like, how we did this place out, but probably a little homier, a little more true to, like, vintage Hollywood, but, like, done in a more of a upscale way. So, I don't know, excited on that. I just haven't been there in the longest. I've been so focused here, man.
Which is I mean, that's kind of the idea. I mean, you have 2 kids that are, what, under 2,
Yeah.
3?
Yeah, so our oldest, Ezra, just turned 2 August 16th.
Wow, okay.
And Eli is 6 months.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, were you kinda, like, freaking out over the last, like, couple of years? Like, "Oh, man, like, the stakes have just got way higher. Like, this has to work out."
Yeah, dude, I mean, that's the thing, there's no, like, plan B, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
what I got into the real estate thing for is because, like, you know, things were slowing down as far as us being able to do sessions when Courtney was pregnant. Funny
yeah.
enough, I had a session the night that she went into labor, so that didn't really that didn't really stick
Like,
up.
"Hey, man,
Yeah. She's like, babe." Nah, it took a little while after the session, but yeah, I was working up until then. But, what was going on through my mind when she was pregnant with our first son was, "How many freaking songs a month can I produce?
Yeah,
What's the highest I could charge and be fair and not a scumbag?" You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I get
actual market.
it's real thoughts, though. I mean, I get it, like
Yeah. And then you're thinking, "How many of there is me?" There's only one. So,
mhm,
there's a certain cap on the near term of what you can do with music and music production. It takes a while to, like, pull certain levers for it to be, more return, you're working with bigger artists, this and that. It takes a little while. So I was trying to think about other business models or businesses or things like that. I've always been sort of a multifaceted, interested individual, whatever it is. I'm
yeah.
arts, politics, history, like, I like all of it. So it's like, what industry could I go into that I would have some sort of a inkling for? That has a business model that's scalable to a place where you can sort of automate it. I don't think, well, now with AI and everything, it's a whole nother conversation, but you're always going to have to be working on it. But man, I started learning about these other avenues, and I'm like, my God, my first, I think the first publishing deal we ever did, it was like $60,000 or something like that. And that seemed like an insane amount of money for us back then. We were 18, whatever. Dude, there's businesses that are doing, like, 6 figures a month, that you can scale up to in a pretty simple way. So I got fascinated with the real estate investing thing and, specific niches wholesaling. And so been doing that and kind of just scaling up this operation over the past few years. And again, it's funding the passion is funding the lifestyle, it's funding our lives and the artistic passion because for me as an independent artist, dude, the biggest problem independent artists have is lack of resources, lack of
Mhm.
capital, lack of all the things that labels do. I mean, because they have the funds, they are the bank, but it's the worst loan you'll ever find. It's the worst loan. A record deal is the worst loan. It makes 0 sense. 0 cents. You sign imagine buying a house, you pay off this freaking multi six-figure house, right?
Mhm.
And the bank still owns it. What am I supposed to do with that?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because, like, yeah, you're doing some solo work now. You've been popping it since, like, what, 2017, give or take? I mean, slowly and then kinda shift into a new gear in the last couple years. I mean
Yeah, yeah, I think it's been this very slow burn, dude, because it wasn't a
mhm.
focus. It was a
Yeah.
such a passion of mine, like, really, like, I love producing artists. Dude, I have sessions, sometimes 2 sessions a day, and
Mhm.
this is around my real estate business too, like I
Right.
do a lot, like, right now, it's sort of a grind season, but I love working and producing artists, like, helping them. I think that's huge in my life. I wanna develop artists and whatnot. I love that. I get such a fulfillment that I can't get with the solo thing from that, but there's a fulfillment with the solo thing as a songwriter, as an artist, as a somebody who, like, has a narrative that he wants to share.
Yeah.
I can't get that fulfillment from this, so and then with the real estate business, I can't get the fulfillment I get with music over there, so it all has to, like, work together in this holistic
That's
tandem.
tough, though. I mean, like, there's, like, poles in different directions, and it's like, man, what if, like, the solo stuff really just takes off in a big way? Like, I don't know, man. I feel like it's like it's not controversial in my opinion, so, like, I could turn on top 40 radio and be like, I could hear what you're doing fitting in just seamlessly there.
Dude, I appreciate that, and to be honest, bro, I do too. Like,
Yeah, I
I
mean
I'm very passionate about the music. I think dude, some of these songs I've held on to because, like, they just have withstood the test of time. I have a lot of music that I just don't put out because it's I get tired of it or whatever. I don't know.
interesting.
Yeah, it's not it doesn't feel, like, weighty. But the stuff
Mm.
that's like, I have now in the vault and whatnot over that I've been creating over the past few years, I feel like I don't know, man. It's just gonna speak in a way that music hasn't spoke for me before, you know?
You know, I'm wondering, like, maybe, like, having, like, a Patreon or, like, a small like, a couple bucks a month maybe, just to, like, the people that really wanna, like, put something in.
No,
And
I
you can kinda, like, have, like, a kind of a internal sounding board of, like, "Hey, what do you think about this?"
dude, honestly, I really wanna do that. I tried to, like, build a Discord at one
Yeah,
point, but that was very early. I think when was that? 2022 or 2023, something like that.
yeah.
And dude, I was just bad at managing things.
I get it, I get it.
But now, honestly, I feel like that would be good because, um, for buy me a cup of coffee and we'll hang out and just do
Or a
coffee. You know,
dollar, like, give me a
like,
dollar and,
not even
like
dude, yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever.
and not it's like, if you're willing to put a dollar in, like, make a transaction of some sort, like, it's enough of a buy-in to be like, "Okay."
So here's the thing too, man, like, the amount of resources that we're getting around now and that we can
Mhm.
actually create through these businesses, I don't need these people's money, you know?
Okay.
Right now, I have some challenges, we're working through some things, paying some things down,
Yeah.
in a money game, leveraging debt, doing things like that to buy assets, whatever. Don't really that's the thing, I don't really need their money, you know what I mean? Because the production thing is what really pays the bills, like, as far as, like, keeping everything moving forward.
Yeah.
But man, I mean, again,
But even, like, investing too, like, I'm sure you're pumping money into, like, oh my gosh, what is the, education, 527s maybe? For, like,
w
for kids, like, you
oh, yeah, 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 I know you're talking about.
right, right.
Yeah, my wife handles all that, so
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, you got, like you got your Roth IRAs, you got your, 527 plans, and then you got all this are just kind of in the background. But
well, yeah, we got the old 401 and the IRA and whatnot, but for me, dude, I'm just investing into these
mhm,
businesses, investing into myself, investing into the artist project,
yeah,
and, like, these are all things that will already are returning in such a way. So here's my thing, like I was saying, I mean, life-changing money is the real estate thing. I want to. I was thinking about doing this, like, Discord thing, of course, and, like, forming a
Yeah.
community and all that. My thing is, like, lately, dude, I've been wanting to do the vlogs and, like, really share my life because I think I don't know, I always enjoyed watching artists and
Mhm.
doing what they do in the studio, their lifestyle, whatever it is, producers and artists. I wanna do that, but I just never find myself doing it. I'm such a private we live, like, in such a little private world sometimes, so
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I need to that's what I want, though. Man, I feel like there's a new level of commitment in general to the music thing because I'm
Yeah.
doing it, like, there isn't really a return for at least for a very long time with the music thing, with the
Yeah,
art.
but even like a self fulfillment thing, it's like a lot of what you write is very like I feel like very personal and very like cathartic in its own way. Like, you got something like Problem Child, right? Like, I mean, I can relate to that a little bit. It's like, I shouldn't be married, but I am. Like, but it's one of those like, push, 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 and it's like, can I get out of my own way for just a little bit, please? Like, you know,
Yes. Well, bro, that was very, true to how me and my wife met, you know? I
right?
was just this product of society and product of success and failure and, emotional baggage and trauma and,
Yeah,
oh, man, I had all this stuff, dude, but I was a clown too. I was a class clown, you know, so
but
always
it's
made
like
light.
it's nice to like have the room to grow though. Like,
She gave me that, dude.
it's like you're allowed to.
She gave me that. Yeah, all day. She still does, man, you
Yeah,
know?
I mean, I make a lot of dumb mistakes all the time. Yeah. Oh man, but no, I mean, it's funny because I mean, why not you on the radio? Like, he's who? It's funny. Teddy Swims.
Hmm,
He's a
love
product of our scene.
bro, he's incredible. I mean,
Yeah,
he's dude, he's a testament to, like, the
yeah,
consistency, believing in what he had, and dude, he was just going crazy, cranking out these YouTube videos, and
hmm
his raw, organic talent shone, bro, and they just revealed it over time. It's just beautiful, man.
yeah. I mean, it's like a couple of years too, where it's like one, two, three,
Years.
boom. Like I think he has like what 2 albums, and that's like the
Yeah,
last couple of years, and that's it. I mean, I feel like it just takes one song to kind of pop, and then
it
you
is,
know,
man, and that's when the clock is really on at that
yeah,
point. You know what I mean? Like, you better be in, like, a factory mode. You better, at least stick to your guns and have done it for so long to where, like, you have no
well,
other choice.
for you, it's like, oh man, I got all these demos, I got all these like stuff I can pull out. Like once they run out, though, it's like, oh man,
No, I have, an album already.
okay, that's what I want to know. It's like that's like a big deal. I mean, you know, are
Yeah.
you looking to like independently release it or
Yeah, definitely independent,
okay,
but here's the big blueprint, right? What most of these now not I think publishing is different. I'm very open to publishing conversations right now, but
okay,
even then, I think I'd be shooting myself in the foot. I'm thankful, man, like, all the trips to LA, and just kinda the background with the band and from our scene, relationships and all that. I built up a nice little it's a nice little production discography, and then we have the There for Tomorrow stuff, right?
yeah,
Into that with my stuff, so I see the power that artists have, like, you know, Russ, right? The independent artist Russ. Dude, I learned a lot just watching him and the way he spits game, I really like it. I think he's a great blueprint for, like, a lotta independent artists right now. There's a lotta guys like that, that are just like these I don't know, they sort of tweak the system for themselves, you know? Because they use a lot of the same knowledge and resources that labels use. They just did it themselves, right?
yeah,
So I feel like that's what's going on. The real estate business is what will fund the artist project, and then the network I have that I've, blessed to have great relationships and friendships for years with people that are moving and, like, actually shaking and, when it makes sense, man, I feel like it's all gonna align very naturally because 'cause it's been like
yeah,
that so far. So that what I had to do is remove the timeline for myself. It used to be when we were coming up, man, like, when you're 26, like, bro, you better be the biggest artist in the world or else you're a failure. You know what I'm saying?
and you renegotiate. It's like, oh, it's okay to be 35, and like, okay,
Dude, it's totally fine to be 36 and, like, finally just be doing the things that you planned to do however long ago. You have this vision in your heart. But, again, back to the conversations, what's been going on in society and everything, like, I think a lot of these crises, though, have really led to opportunities. I found,
yeah,
like, biggest opportunities through crisis, so, like, I think what COVID did for everybody who was shut down in their bedroom, I mean, it it launched a whole new kind of content that only artists can create. Nobody has that power, right? So, I think there's been a lot of opportunities through it. I think we're in an interesting place right now, though, but there's a formula, man. There's a I've kind of seen it, I've learned it. You know, there's a formula to, like, really break an artist.
Yeah.
So why don't we just get all that we need to create that formula and
I
make
think
it
it's
happen?
collaborations that really, like, make, a lot of like, you have that, song with Puya, you
Yeah, I
know,
love that guy, dude.
that just broke a million plays,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and I think a lot of people are like, "Oh, okay." You click over on Spotify, click, "Oh, who is this guy?"
Dude, very organic. Organic all day. I met Puya through my boy Rocky, who actually is, you know, my new partner on the studio in LA.
Interesting. Okay.
Rocky is this dude I met at this songwriting session. It was like a camp or something at Plush Studios here. Aton from, Warner actually used to run this studio here, and I've known Aton since I was, like, 14 or something, or less than that, maybe 12. We were playing in
Yeah.
band. So he had this songwriting thing there, so I went, you know, wrote some songs, a couple days, and Rocky was there. And I've known this guy for the longest time, and I was working on his album. He got an opportunity by working out, you know, producing all of Puya's stuff. He had a situation with Empire, so he's like, "Hey, do you wanna do an album with me?" Like, I don't know, let's just create. So, dude, we started doing these trips and whatnot, and then naturally, he was doing so much with Puya that I met him at Puya. We just pulled up to his house one night and we just hung out, man. I met, Denzel Curry over there too. Denzel's a beast, man, incredible. Those Puya and Denzel, they're legends for real in Florida, like, people that don't know, legends, man, especially that SoundCloud era, like, Suicide Boys, all those cats were, like, you know, just from the same sort of breed. So, it's cool that I have a song with Puya, man. I mean, he's a dope guy. He plays a lot of golf now.
Does it really?
We've been chatting about golfing next time I'm down there.
Yeah, it's funny because, like, I think people discover that guy in particular through different ways. Like, I had no idea who he was until he did that, Volumes track back in, like,
Dude,
2017,
him
2018.
him and that one song, that Ghost Main song,
Yeah.
I think it's, Bullets Fly? I forget what it's called, something like that. But yeah, dude, they had these, like, underground hits, man. And that's how Suicide Boys came up too, but look at them, dude, another crazy story about independent. I don't know what they got going on label-wise now, but
I don't know, but they're selling tickets.
dude, Puya too, though. Puya was all
Yeah.
fully independent. Dude, I saw bro, dude, you can make money. So here's what I got sidetracked about, of course. Russ has talked about this. He said this, and it clicked in my head because back in our day, because we were signed publishing and record deal, we used to perpetuate this lie that music is a t-shirt and ticket sales business. That's only because we didn't own our shit. You know what I mean? But dude, Russ was over here doing 100K weeks in streaming. I mean, he would
Wow.
do millions of streams, of course, but this guy was making ridiculous money off of his masters. He never played a freaking show, you know, whatever it is. So, that exists, and I've seen that. I've seen that in Puya and them, like, their camp, dude, they can create, like, merch drops, all that. It's awesome, man. They've made a really great fan base and just kinda nurtured it over years.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like I look at what you're doing with, the video shoots for the different songs, I'm like, "That's expensive." There's a whole crew working on it, and I'm like, "Oh, man, like, that must have been quite the bill."
Yeah. Nah, dude, honestly, shadowboxing was yeah, it was a bit of a bill, but dude, to be honest, that those kind of figures and what I'm used to with the real estate side, it's really, it's
Yeah,
different. Now, it's not I'm not where I'm going to be, but
yeah,
I feel like I've set up the system in my mind and the understanding to like, all right, at some point, we're gonna need this kind of budget. You know what I mean? Because dude, labels will drop 50K or whatever on a dude, they'll drop 100. I don't need to do that.
no, no,
We don't need to do I think it's like, at some point, it's like frivolous spending, it doesn't make sense because, it's a little bit more how can you stretch out the content in a cool way,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
and give life to every song on an album? Like, there's ways to tell the story in a it doesn't have to cost a lot of money, you know? I've found, honestly, like, the simpler stuff is what always just I don't know, it just connects or it feels right, when there's
yeah,
too many things going on. I feel like I'm getting that way with writing now too. You can say a lot more with less, and there's an art to that that is way more palatable for people, you know what I mean? Like,
Do you feel like you've been experimenting over the last, like, couple years, especially with, like, a song like "Stop"? is a lot different than a song like, Blackout, right?
Yes.
Sonically, it's like, okay, I'm feeling this way, okay, working, like, and then, like, are you kinda, like, circling back to, like, okay, this is, like, where I wanna go?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's I don't know. It feels like where things are in music and, how all of my influences kinda just collaborate into what comes out of me.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just kind of making sense. Just the core of the song is a band. They're playing music. I mean,
Yeah.
they're playing a song and then build some synths around it and stuff like that. But yeah, it was definitely an experiment because I mean, dude, like my top 5 producers, Quincy Jones,
Mhm.
Timbaland, and then like Ryan Tedder and all that Ryan Tedder's done. Um, and then like, dude, Howard Benson and like Chris Rodalji. I mean, he's a mixer, but those are like my biggest influences from all of the board. So it was actually like kind of confusing for me at first. Like, can I do a song with eights? And then like the next song, it'd be like a band thing. But I feel like where I'm at right now and what needs to come out of me is very band centric. Of course, I mess around and you
It's
know
funny, I've brought up this idea in, like, other episodes as well, but, like, have you, like, bounced the idea of, like, sitting in a room with other producers in the area, like, Andrew Wade in the area, you got, Aaron Marsh from Copeland in the area.
that would be dope. I love it.
He's in, yeah, where is he? He's in, Lakeview, I think?
Yeah, like,
Lakewood? Yeah, Lakewind?
dude, I would love to do something with Aaron. That'd be super dope. I
Yeah,
think it's so funny because I was just thinking about, like, artists that did programming in a cool way. Copeland, like, when they would utilize programming and use drum
mhm,
machines and loops and stuff like that, they had this cool kinda, like, postal service-y approach to it, I like
mhm,
almost like Fortet too, which I really like. But, dude, Andrew Witt, I love that guy. That's the first producer we ever did a demo with, was
interesting.
Andrew Witt. There for Tomorrow. We did
Yeah,
it we
Andrew has his hand in everything.
Dude, we did a song, "Wrong Way to Hide" with him, 2000 whatever. We were like babies.
I would be interesting, like, to see, like, if, like, a poster of, like, the 5 degrees or if, Kevin
Yeah.
Bacon or whatever, like a 5
If
degrees of, Andrew Wade, where it's, like, him compared to
dude,
A Day to Remember, and then, like, they worked with these people, and it's, like, this whole poster of
yeah,
connections.
dude, yeah. I mean, he's one of the guys, dude. Him, Joey Sturgis, Dan Corniff, Bendit, of course. Yeah, dude. Michael Elvis Basquiat, who we worked with too. He's more in
Yeah.
the world, but
Yeah,
there's
of
a lot of
course.
people here. There's a lot so I actually there's a dude I just connected with who came up under Rodney Jerkins' Dark Child,
Mm,
freaking legend.
yeah,
He lives here. And then this dude Marvin, I just met he was just here, like, I think 2 Fridays ago, we were just chopping it up, just meeting for the first time. And dude, we're about to start working on stuff together, so we don't who knows where that will lead, but you don't know. You never would have thought, like, Orlando could have been something. I always
yeah.
wish it was. Growing up, we listened to, like, all these different cats who, like, really could, like, put on for their city, and their city became this cultural hub of creativity and whatnot. There's something happening in Orlando people don't know about, but dude, it's great, man. Fashion, every industry, bro. It's in the creative.
I mean, are you looking to collaborate with people in LA as well when you get back over to that side of the place? Like, I mean,
That's all I do when I'm out there, man. 1 or 2 sessions a day, and then at night after those, I'm making stuff on my own, but
yeah.
it's working with other people. There's a band Dream.
Have you connected with Sky Accord yet in LA?
No,
Man, like, that's, like, the producer that's really, like, I mean, he has
really?
that sauce, dude.
Really?
Like, he because you know what Issues was, right?
Oh, yeah, Issues, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, bass. So he's done yeah, he was on tour with 21 Pilots playing bass after the band kinda wrapped up, and then yeah, he's been producing heavily with, like,
That's
The
fire.
Home Team, Arrows in Action, and,
Dope.
like, I mean, for context, like, The Home Team and Arrows in Action just announced a tour, like, a full US, sold out not even 2 days into general sale,
Damn.
the whole tour.
That's incredible,
These are
dude.
big rooms too,
That's
like,
incredible.
they're playing Showbox Soto in Seattle was, like, gone.
How big is that room?
Probably the biggest room you can make, like, I mean, 15, 2,000-ish?
Awesome, man.
Yeah, that's like I mean, like, your top tier, like, headliner metal bands will play there and, like, sell it out,
That's dope.
but not in 2 days. I mean but yeah, I mean, he's behind, like, kinda like the heavy pop-ish. Yeah, it's like this new kinda, like,
Dude,
wave, like yeah.
So I have a couple homies that kinda work in that scene out there. I just did a song with, Dan Book, he does a lot of stuff. He did a lot with All Time Low, he did
Yeah.
Blinks. We just, worked on a song for this a band called Dream Phone that's about to come out together. But,
Yeah.
like, him, bro, Andrew Goldstein, I've been wanting to work with
Goldie, yeah. Friday Night Boys.
that guy, bro. So we Friday Night Boys toured in UK together, and bro, he was so ahead of the game, like, because I think this was 2011 or something like that. And
Okay.
in our eyes, it's like, "Oh, we're gonna be the biggest band in the world. We're not stopping till anything." I'm walking around the UK with him, like, he's telling me, "Nah, yeah, I think I'm just gonna, like, get into, like, producing artists and writing and stuff like that." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" To me, it
Yeah.
was like, "Dude, you're giving up this, Friday Night Boys or something?" Dude, he's so smart, bro. Because look at him now.
He's so successful, dude. I don't know how many gold records that guy has, but
Killed it, man. Him
I
and
mean,
Black Bear dude, Joe do you know Joe Davis from, Artist vs. Poet?
no, but,
Oh, I'm sorry, not J his is his middle name, Joe Kirkland. He
mm,
plays for Artist vs. Poet, and we all kinda, like, used to play in that scene together. But I work with him all the time when I'm out there. Every
yeah.
single
So you connecting with, like, Goldie and whatnot? Like,
So with Dan, we did a song. With Goldstein I haven't seen Goldstein, I think I saw him at a show or something. It's a matter of time before we
man,
do
you
something.
gotta reach out, man. You gotta be like, "Whoa, yo, what's up? This is what I'm
No,
working
we
on."
always nerd out. We talk on Instagram, whatever, just
Well,
joking.
then perfect. I mean, see, you connect. I mean,
Yeah, dude. Yeah, yeah. So we're all in the same kinda world of friends and whatnot. But dude, yeah, no, I really love the idea of collaborating. I just personally have never done anything for myself. Like, actually, I did something with Blake that I need to g Blake from, Versa Emerge,
mhm.
Blake Carnage. Did all all the early Paris stuff and whatnot. We did a song together for my project that I really wanna put out at some point. I hope he still has the stems, but that's about the only person I think I've ever worked with for my
Has anything that's been dropped, so far gonna be on the album, or has that been decided, or
I think so, man. I think it's all kind of cohesive at this point, so I kinda just want to I have the 2 different album names, and I don't know which one
yeah.
first. I don't know what it's funny. I feel like there's 2 projects that are gonna come out, whether it's, like, early next year and
Mhm.
the following year or end of this year. I think it's too soon for the end of this year, but, yeah, I pretty much have
Yeah.
2 concepts for 2 albums already, and I have the place to do it in places to do 'em in. So, it's just about doing it, man.
It's a good problem to have, though. I mean, like, I mean, I think of it have you heard of, Gary Vaynerchuk's book, Jab, 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 Right Hook?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's kinda like that, where you're just releasing a song, a song, a song, a song, and then the album drops, boom, right hook.
Yeah. I think that's the concept. A lot of bands so Balu Bragada, who just did, I think they just toured with 21 Pilots too,
Yeah.
but they're, like, doing the Waterfall release right now. Like, I'm seeing that, I love that. I think that's sweet, where you just basically, roll out singles until it all just, is filled out with the context of the album.
It's funny because, like, metalcore hates that, like, a lot of
Really?
man, the people in the metalcore scene hate that, like, Memphis May Fire did that recently with their new album, and it's like, I dig it. I mean, like, most of the album was out by the time it dropped. I think it was, like, 8 out of 10 songs. I'm like,
I think
it gave every chance a song essentially.
no, I think that's great. I
Yeah.
think half of the album releasing is like a nice sweet spot.
Yeah.
Release half of it and then, make sure there's a lot of weight for the album drop.
Over, like, a year.
Something like that. I don't know. I don't know. But, to be honest, dude, I've just been doing all these other ventures, man, and I'm finally coming into a nice sweet spot of life where it's like, "Okay, I see this grand sort of play happening before me that I was actually a part of." We just get more context over time, you know? But this is what I had to do. I mean, when we talked about recommitting or renegotiating with the timeline, it's like,
Yeah.
a lot of that stuff has to fall off, like, the ageism thing and whatnot, and I feel like that's a lot of what's pushed in certain industries, but a lot of people, man, dude, I don't know, when an artist is dropping a song and it's really incredible, my first thought isn't, How old is he?" You know what I'm saying? Like, they have to be, repeatedly showing up, great
Yeah.
songs, or else you can fast turn into a meme. It's happening in the future right now, actually.
I don't
Uh,
know what did he do?
I don't know, he's losing aura points or something, I don't know.
Oh, okay. So, but that isn't it okay, dude, isn't it just me? Like, we're in the same I think maybe you got, like, a couple months on me as far as age, but I feel old, man. Like, I see these kids and they're, like, aura farming and, like, I feel so old and dated. I'm like, do I still like new music, like, from people that I haven't heard of? Like, am I just kinda gonna keep it under wraps? Like,
No, you can not. I think it depends on the outlook, man. For me, honestly, I feel better than I did when I was 26 right now at
yeah,
36. Yeah,
yeah.
dude, 'cause I just have a new lease on life. I'm looking at things differently, you know what I mean? I'm trying to, like, have a different perspective and approach things fresh. I feel like by 26 years old, dude, I was one of the most jaded people in the world.
But you're, like, nicer to yourself, though. It's like,
Yeah,
you're not
that's
waking up with a hangover. It's like
dude, and just all the mental torment, which, is a constant, we gotta let that
mhm.
stuff off over time.
Yeah,
My wife is super helpful for that, and
thank
dude,
God.
yeah, dude, absolutely, man. She's everything, dude. So, um, yeah, I it's a new lease on life. Now, yeah, look, hey, the lower back, you know,
Mhm.
the injuries, you gotta just, you know, cater your lifestyle a little differently. But yeah, no, I feel because I have kids too, I feel like I don't know, man. I feel like I have more vision than ever, you know? I feel like when I got married, my vision as a man went to a level. When I started having kids and really, like, seeing them grow, another level of vision, you know? So, I just wanna take it and, man, just do do everything in front of me. Do the things that I've wanted to do that I just haven't been able to.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's just gonna I don't know, it's gonna be great, man.
I wanted to ask, I mean, because what do you think about doing, like, a collaborative covers album with, like, different people that you like or respect or haven't worked with yet? Like,
It'd be dope.
I don't know, like, Aaron Gillespie's done a cover of Bonnie Raitt.
Dope.
Like, you guys connect and maybe just run that one back as part of this album, and then maybe someone else, and then, like
Spencer is my bro. I love that
mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
sweetheart.
I
So
can't believe we're, like, almost an hour into this thing, we haven't even mentioned that yet. It's like, good work on that album. That really
thank you, man.
that was nice.
I love that guy. You know, he told me this when he first came to my house, and this was when I was in a rental house, like, I wasn't married yet, or we were just getting married, I can't remember. And, dude, he just was like the first time we ever worked on something was in my mom's garage. You know, this is a guy who just, did a stadium show or whatever, you know?
Yeah,
I was in my mom's, garage, and, dude, we cranked out a great song. It's actually on the album. Chris is the man, of course, for connecting that. Chris was always, like, the network guy, you know? He was always forming his relationships and whatnot.
yeah.
He had, because he was in Sleepwave, the project before Slow Tide, and
Mhm.
then, dude, we started working on some stuff that was potentially gonna be Sleepwave. I think we actually tracked some drums for their album, and Bennett mixed it, and then we just yeah, we made a song for Spencer's new thing, and it was dope, man, and that just launched a whole relationship, and he said, dude, he coulda worked with Grammy award-winning, platinum award-winning producers, but he just I don't know, there was a vibe, and he just saw something in me, and I credit him for seeing that and seeing my ability to do what maybe I didn't even see I could do, to be honest, 'cause I did a couple albums before that, but this was one of the more like, "Alright, this is an actual project, there's a label, I mean, there's a budget here, like, we gotta make sure we get this thing done," and we squeezed that thing. So I was super busy at that time too. I was just trying to
Yeah.
go, get business up and whatnot, and, dude, we had to track most of the album. I think it was 2 weeks, like, literally the whole freaking
Man,
and some we had to write and produce some songs too. 2 weeks, and we did
go
it.
time.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, for
so
people who don't know, that's a pretty fast turnaround time.
it's fast, man. But, dude, honestly, nowadays, things are fast.
It can be, but I mean, yeah, I mean, 4 weeks would be better.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
but
again, you're busy with you can't, like, just, like, sleep out on a bunk somewhere. You gotta, like, bounce. Like, once that 5 p.m. hits, like, you're gone.
well, like, when I have, because again, like, I want everything that we do to, like, serve my life and our life, my
Yeah.
family. So, dude, if there's times where I have to lock in on an album or whatever it is, like a writing camp or whatever, and it's, 1, 2 weeks of working from 10 AM to 10, 12 PM, which most of the time I'm actually working on things from 8:30, 9 AM to about then anyways, but, like, sometimes I gotta just lock in on a project. Again, another reason why wanted to build this real estate company because I can have people run it while I'm able to just, focus time over here. Uh,
Yeah.
Rebel team is very helpful, in doing so. Super thankful for that. But, I'm trying to get more into that zone. That's the goal.
Yeah.
You can really dedicate a lot of headspace, a lot of creative energy, you know what I mean, to these records, to working with artists, to actually developing and I have sort of a timeline for I gotta give myself a deadline for my album, but I have a timeline in my head of like, "Alright, this is how
Yeah.
long it'll take, this and that," so
Have you hired an assistant yet?
I need to, bro. So I
Yeah,
have
that's what I'm thinking, like, if you did that, like, maybe you can kinda, like, let go of some things that you just need to let go of, and it's like, oh
Yeah, it's like, I'm so bad at invoicing and things like
yeah,
that. Like, all the admin stuff for sure. I absolutely need to outsource, that'll
it's
buy me.
hard.
It's hard, yeah, but honestly, like, somebody is I've learned it, man, in my real estate business. You can hire people that are better than you at that thing, and they'll come in and fix it up and help you out.
Yeah.
I need to do that.
It is hard though, just, like, letting go, like, what if it goes south and, like, orchestrated that, like, it's not my fault.
I've learned that,
Yeah.
but it is what it is. There's a cost either way,
Yeah.
you know?
Time. Time is a commodity.
It's huge, especially going forward for me, man, and for my family and everything
Mhm.
we need to do, but yeah, I'm excited, bro. I don't know. I feel like I have a fresh vigor on life, so I'm trying to, like, take that serious and, like, get back in the gym and try to get into fighting shape,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, again. 'Cause to be honest,
Did
I
you
feel like
walk a lot during COVID?
I did, dude. I walked a lot,
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of walking. Really good for the mental.
Mhm.
It's one of the main reasons for me, dude. Like, when I stopped kind of moving and at any one point in my life, even the recent years, like, everything starts to fall apart because 'cause I'm sitting in the so, yeah, dude. I'm excited.
Do you track, like, fitness metrics at all? Like
I've been trying to do it more because I have a buddy who I actually just, I hired him to, like, be my coach, get me back in, you know
yeah.
what I mean, into shape, and, it's been great, man. So,
What do you like to
I'm
do?
tracking he's got really great, like, kind of they're more like prison style workouts, like arm
Nice.
I mean, like, more military,
Yeah.
like, athletic. So I kinda like that right now because for a while, I was just, like, moving metal around.
Mhm.
Cool too, but I think I need a little more.
It's whatever you can show up for, you know?
Yeah.
It's
It's
like,
fun.
if you just do it, like, once a week, it's like, but if you can show up 4 or 5 times a week and just do something, it's like stuff that you actually enjoy, you can stick with long term, it's like
Yeah, dude.
yeah. I mean, that sounds like fun, though. I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
walking, though, is crazy, like, just you have so many, like, "Ooh, I've gotta, like, write that down somewhere, my phone, voice notes, somewhere," like,
dude.
that's a great idea.
I started trying to run before I got a little gout attack in my right foot. It's hereditary. It's the worst. So I had it like the last 2 weeks. I could barely walk for like a week and a half. I'm back now though. I'm coming. Almost there, but I was trying to run before. And dude, I was getting like really great ideas. Now, dude, it was hurting my joints. I got to get through that that starting point. But I remember Bob Marley used to, talk in his memoir about how he would run every morning. That was like what they knew they would do. They would go play some soccer and then they would just run. And a lot of his song ideas would come from that. Then he'd go in with the band and they just record
Yeah,
that activity, just getting outside, especially. It's been great, man.
and then shout out to Siri, though. I mean, you have an iPhone?
I got yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, "Hey, Siri, can you do this for me, please?" And like, "Oh, it's done."
What
Because
she was
if you don't do it, it just, like, fires off.
now it's gonna be Chat GPT.
Oh, dude, I use a ton like, it's funny, I use a lot of Grok.
Mm,
I feel it's on Twitter, X, or whatever you call it. I feel like that's more of, like, a straight shooter, less, like yeah, it feels, like, less, gated almost, like,
I like that.
GPT was like, I'll give you, like, the nice version of what you're trying to go at, like
Yeah.
'cause, like, I'll think I don't know, you take a couple authors you like or, like, different, like, psychologists, you'll put them into a prompt and, like, "Hey, what do you think these guys would say about this situation?"
Mm,
GPT would give you a certain answer versus Grok is like, "Yeah, you're kind of an idiot, and here's why."
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need
Isn't
that.
it it's scary, though, like, how that can work out, though. It's like,
Bro, I'm hey,
if it
it's
happens, it happens, but,
yeah, I feel like right now, hey, we're in that span of time, maybe it's short, maybe it's a little longer than we think of like, hey, we can leverage AI, but at some point it's gonna use us, so
yeah, who knows?
how long is that?
I mean, I could, If I go out at 65, I'm okay with that.
I know, but when
My
you
wife
start
says otherwise, but, you know.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, dude, if yeah, I just think about I don't know. I believe it's sort of what Elon had said, you know,
Yeah.
that it's like a you awaken a demon that you can't it's over. It's done,
Yeah.
you know? I feel
Isn't
like
it funny though?
it's
It's funny
think
though, because like, I I know people that have never used AI or, like, even, like, real, like, socials, and I'm like, "Man, I kinda envy you to a point," but it's like, you know,
yeah.
I kinda like it's like you're like the older kid showing a younger kid, like, "Hey, you know, check out what I found. I found, like, cigarettes in the and you wanna try one?"
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's like, you shouldn't, but, like, you're introducing a whole world of chaos that yeah,
No, dude. So I
it's
think that's
tough.
it. It's such a blessing, but I think the inevitable curse is freaky. That's
Mhm.
the freaky part. But it's bro, while it is a blessing, let's use it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's my view on it. Obviously, let's do it ethically. I don't think that's everybody's view, especially at the top.
I hear that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, so, I mean, yeah, new album will drop, next year at some point probably because 'cause you're right.
At this point, man,
Already September? Like, how is it September already?
telling you, it's been crazy. I think a lot of people, and again, we're very connected, like on my real estate side of the business, and also though with my music stuff, production and whatever, working with creators, like my creative team. I get to see where a lot of people are in the world right now, like what they're experiencing. You know what I mean? Music is experiencing a very specific strain it's never felt, and so are these sellers that are like just getting squeezed in this economy everything going on, inflation, dude, it has been a tough time, bro. Like, it's
Yeah.
survival mode right now. It just has to be. But if you can build something, that can really pay off in the end, when things sort of start to shift a little bit, you can still win even right now in this
Yeah.
climate. And that's what I'm trying to sort of
Well, I feel
get.
like it's all like, with real estate, I mean, charisma is really a big portion of, like, how that works. Because I mean, you know, as a front man, it's like, you know, you have to have a certain level of ego to, like, make it work.
Well, that was the
Well,
problem.
because you
Why I
yeah,
dest That's why I destroyed myself.
yeah, but at the same time, it's like, you know, just the idea of, like, you have to have some level of, like, self-confidence to walk in front of, like, even, like, 500 people and
Yeah, no,
play,
I think
you
honestly,
know?
it comes down to sales and marketing,
Mhm.
unfortunately, in this weird society that we live in, that commoditizes every little thing, but somehow there's like an art to that even. I think it's just with sales, you know? I feel like, that's a huge part of the industry that we're in, but actually, I'm not really needing to we've kind of built out a thing that unfortunately I think AI will basically, just sweep this whole industry too, but you just establish certain systems and processes and they work. They're
Yeah.
principles. They're like laws of nature. They work within a business and it's hard, to kind of get correct, but we're finally getting to that point, man. So it's pretty cool. So I don't have to at this point rely on a ton of like charisma. So I actually never post about real estate on my socials. I don't
Yeah.
even market myself and my company. My company's called Glory House Enterprises. We do like generic marketing right now. Like I don't even put my face on a thing. It's kinda like it's interesting, like, we just have a proven model because we just understand how the blueprint works, and
Yeah.
we've prove it, so it doesn't I think the people burn out, though, when all they have is charisma in
Mm.
business and in art too. When all they have is charisma, and they have no wisdom to, like, build an infrastructure, which is why I fell apart. I didn't have, like, infrastructure in my life in the artist thing. I didn't know how all these agreements I signed, I didn't know what they said. I didn't know who was getting what money, where this money was going. So, of course, it's gonna crash and burn, you know?
Yeah, I mean, that's nice because you can have that, like, mentorship ability within the studio setting, like, "Hey, you know, this is what I learned. Let's have you go this way instead."
Yeah, bro, that's what I really do. I'm passionate, especially as I get older and I have more access to things. I really do wanna develop artists, man. I think there's a big void in
Yeah.
the music space of development with artists, and that's typical, like, classical A&R function is not like, it's very few and far between nowadays. A&R is what they've become, is not what they were.
Mhm.
A&Rs at one point, they were like producers. Like, they produced a whole project, branded, helped everything. So, I appreciate the ones that do that still. They're out there for sure.
Oh, yeah.
It's a small part of the industry, especially post-COVID, but a lot of that stuff is dying out because you could sign a speeding bullet that was viral and, get your situation, but a lot of that stuff is coming down. The industry, the cycle's changing after, like, we're 5 years past COVID, so
Yeah.
it's interesting, bro. It's a sort of fresh space in the music industry right now, and, a lot of creativity is needed, a lot of trial and error is needed right now, and if you can just kinda mitigate losses, you just stay inspired and just keep
Yeah.
pushing it out, like, that's the key, dude. I think the moment I lost morale and stuff when I was younger with There for Tomorrow, it was over. You lose your vision, you lose your grounding, you lose, like, the why. Why were you doing this in the beginning? So, when that goes, man, that's it. Everything crumbles.
Man, you got so much stuff going on, man. Like I'm excited. Like I would love to see you do that collaborative like cover album with like grab Spencer, or grab whoever you can work with, and just like have fun with it, man. Like if that can guide people to your solo material, like your original work, like
Right, right.
perfect. Yeah, because I mean it's an awareness issue. I think like I said, hearing your stuff on top 40, like you should be too busy for me right now. Like you should be touring somewhere. You should be opening for someone crazy. Like I don't know. I mean, it has to be an awareness issue. Like that's where I'm coming down to is like you should be opening for like the biggest crowds right now.
Yeah, but so, like, full accountability, man. It's not happening because I haven't, like, done enough, to be honest. Like, I haven't put out enough
Yeah,
material, like, that's really locked in, cohesive like we are now. So I feel
yeah,
like at the brink of the beginning.
yeah. Breaking through the noise, like to get to where,
Yeah, dude, I feel like, hey, we're turning some heads now.
yeah.
My DMs and my followers are getting more interesting. People are, like, watching, they're watching.
Because Shadowboxing came out like what 2 weeks ago.
I think it was, like, 3, 2.5, something
Okay,
like.
yeah. It's like just over 25K or so. I mean,
Yeah, it's honestly, bro, like, it's doing better than All Talk did in this
really.
amount of time, but All Talk now has, like, 200 something, 250.
Mm.
So I'm trying to, like, I wanna get to a point where every single gets at least 6 figures of streams, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I
Let it
forgot
just.
where were we at right now? You had like there was something that broke. Uh, Head spins just
Yeah.
broke a million.
Yeah, dude. That was a sleeper, man, but that was all the Spotify algorithmic playlist. That was the
Yeah.
Release Radar. It actually wasn't even Release Radar, it was Discover Weekly.
Ooh.
Discover Weekly, that's the one to go to, and I learned, man, through releasing all this material and then helping other artists and whatnot, there's kind of a formula to understanding how to trigger these algorithmic playlists and stuff like that, and it's what the labels do, you know what I mean? So, I feel like we can leverage some of this understanding going forward, but Discover Weekly, man, these algorithmic playlists, like, a lot of artists, they wanna be on New Music Friday and stuff like that, which is
Mhm.
great. It's more of a social proof thing. It's kinda like if you bought that little thing up
Mhm.
at Times Square and put your photo up there. It's more of a marketing play than
Yeah.
it obviously, you get some great new eyes on it, but, I have homies who were on New Music Friday and got 5,000 streams from it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Discover Weekly can get you millions.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I mean, ultimately, for most people, it's can you sell tickets? But for you, it's a completely different situation, like, where you're
Yeah.
not I mean, have you played a show solo yet, or no?
The one show I played was a complete disaster.
Ooh, really?
It was tragic, dude.
How
And
bad
and I'll give it to my manager at that time. He said, "Bro, don't do this." And I did. I did it. We put a full band together.
No.
Yeah, brought this kid from LA, who I was developing like, working on at that time, this kid named Noah Rinker. He's killing it now, bro. He just signed to Warner. He's doing his thing. But, dude, I put a whole band together in this festival, bro. It was just it was bad, man. It was here in
What year
Florida.
was this?
2020 maybe?
Okay, so
Just came out. It was really bad,
eh,
bad. But we played a show. I actually did an acoustic show. I think it was that same year, 2022. Yeah, in New York City of all places at, my buddy Alex has he's actually one of the creative directors for my project. He's got a clothing company called Pearled Ivory, and they're really coming up in, like, the fashion space. And he had me play their pop-up in New York Fashion Week that year. And dude, a good grip of people. I mean, we filled out a
mhm.
room in New York. It was just me and an acoustic guitar, and that was awesome, man. So,
That's the crowd you want to as well, you know?
dude, I'm looking forward to we have some events that we're planning to do here in Orlando and just start
Mhm.
there. Nurture these cool environments, man. Like, I'm excited to do it.
Yeah, 'cause I know that, like, obviously, like, a full US is not in the cards.
No,
anytime soon.
dude, there needs to be so much momentum.
The money has to make sense.
Oh my god, dude, it's unfortunate. I remember from TFT, there was a lot that dude, we
Mhm.
had to pay, like, out of our own personal finances and stuff to cover merch bills and
Yeah.
dude, in the red, left and right. Touring can break artists, man. I guess both ways. Breaking bad, breaking good. It's necessary at some point when you're having a moment, of course, but less necessary now than ever, man. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
yeah.
But I mean, even like, yeah, I mean, doing like regional stuff, like doing
Yeah.
week and a half, maybe tops of like just like Florida,
Yeah,
just in that region.
I would say at some point, but I think I wanna so first thing we wanna do here, and this is the only time that I've ever said it, but the Dr. Phillips Center here, there's, like, a really nice auditorium type setting in downtown right in center of downtown across from Town Hall or whatever, downtown Orlando. They have a room there called I think it's Judson's Live, really nice lounge setting,
Mhm.
like, it's just nice, man, it's got a little class to it. But I wanna do an acoustic show there with a string quartet, background singers, potentially a pianist as well. Maybe have, like, one of my guitarist homies play as well, and I just play as well. So, that's what I wanna do in the immediate, make a really intimate setting, put 1,000 candles in there.
Content too. You can film it, you can release it in clips and yeah, I mean just I wonder could you do like a live album? Like just get like the soundboard?
Yeah, I could, I just don't know I don't know. I don't know if that's I definitely what I wanna do is a live session, like, get a really
Yeah.
dope studio, get a band together. Like, I can't wait. Like, when we do
Isn't it
the
funny how that works out too, where it's like you have a take like, Morgan Wallen, right?
yeah.
He can do completely stripped down stuff. I don't know, the trap drum thing is okay, like, it's
Yeah,
fine. Like,
it's kinda
I saw his show recently, it was great, but, like, I much more prefer, like, the stripped down, like,
yeah.
acoustic guitar, boom, it has a different vibe to it.
Dude, especially with his voice, his cover
Mhm,
of "Cover Me Up" by
mhm.
Jason Isbell, oh,
Yeah,
to me, that's a classic. Some people don't like it, that some people like the rawer one with Jason
yeah,
Isbell, which is great too. But man, that freaking it's incredible recording, man.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I from what I recall, he's like, "Man, I hate you, but you're making me money." So, I get it. But okay. I mean, are we gonna get any more singles or, like, songs before the end of the year? Are we getting
Yeah, for sure, dude. I got one coming up next I think everyone's gonna like, bro. It's got a lot of yeah, and it's actually it's really about the sort of stronghold money has on people's lives. So it's
Yeah,
kind what I'm observing in this other industry, and that I've also witnessed in music, but I just can now kind of see it from a unique perspective, but unfortunate, man, like, what is happening in our culture. So it's
yeah.
social commentary with a little tongue in cheek, you know?
I'm just thinking, like, because you don't have a traditional album drop right now to promote or, like, there's no label. I mean, other than just kind of following you and kind of just sharing the heck out of what you're doing, how else can people kind of support what you're doing?
Man, definitely just share, I'd say, especially right now. Obviously, at some point, again, one of my creative directors runs an incredible fashion line, which I basically almost exclusively wear his clothes. They literally make it
Nice.
in factories that do, some of the highest fashion brands and stuff, same stuff. We wanna do merch together, like,
Nice.
really nice curated merch, and not let it just be merch, but it be sort of a line, you know what I mean? That people can be a part of, you know? So, I can't wait to do that. At that point, you can support that. In the meantime, man, yeah, you gotta just share with your friends, like, whatever you can do, repost, like, we're just trying to get the music heard, the videos seen, you know? Because, dude, I haven't spent one ad dollar yet, and when I do,
Interesting.
whole
Ooh.
nother
Hoo, 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 hoo.
whole 'nother
'Cause
game.
I mean, that's a big piece. I didn't know that you haven't spent a dollar in advertising yet.
0, bro.
Ooh, that's amazing.
It's
So, I
all
mean,
organic.
that's where that, collaborative stuff can come from, like, where you can just give any sort of, like, revenue from the songs that come in towards them and like, "Hey, here's the split. I'm taking the short end here, but we're all getting awareness from people. We're breaking through the algorithm. We're
Yeah, yeah. Well,
because
that's
awareness is, like, such a big currency. It's like,
it, man. That's
it's
literally all
so
it is.
tough, like, just not being acknowledged is even worse than getting, like, "I hate this."
And unfortunately, man, like, even with the way the algorithms are structured nowadays, like, we do have to go back and think grassroots again. We gotta think
Yeah,
of the 1,000 diehards, not the million viral people, you know what I mean? It's
yeah.
about 1,000 again, but the algorithms are not working like they used to, you know what I mean?
Who coined that? There was like 1,000, like the 1,000 fan theory. It was
I
like,
can't remember it. It wasn't Gladwell.
mm.
I forget who it was, man. I know who you're talking about, though, but
Yeah,
this is
yeah. It was like,
we heard about it back in TFC days, you know, like,
yeah.
you can form a whole career, whole life off of just 1,000 fans,
Hmm.
you know, that you really gotta nurture them, though. So, that's the thing
Oh
that
yeah.
happens well, you know?
It's
So,
tough though. I mean, I get it, but a lot of bands in like the early 2000s are still rocking out, doing tours,
well,
and they
dude, the
have like
main
that core band or
the
core fan
main
base.
the main.
Ooh, yeah.
They are the best, like, they just man, they have their own genre, you know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
they're set, bro. They just take so much care of what they've built, curated, you know, a world, you know? I just love that. I love those
Yeah.
guys also.
It takes time though, but, yeah, man. I think, man, we covered so much.
We did, bro. I
We
know.
did. It's
I'm
gonna
just glad.
be it's gonna be fun, man. I'm excited. Like I said, you can thank me later when, someone's turning on, I don't know what, Sirius XM has like a top 40 station somewhere, and boom, something of yours comes out.
Man, I appreciate it. No, I believe in it, dude. I believe in it, and I'm definitely more driven than ever. It's just
Yeah, I mean, why not you? Why
yeah,
not you? I mean, it should be you.
man, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, because I remember it might have been like when did Stock come out?
2022 at some
Yeah,
point, I can't remember. Sometime then.
because I was like, "Oh boy, hey, like, this is catchy," and then you started dropping all this different stuff. I'm like, "This is cooking, like, you should be on the radio," and
Well, dude, people don't know, bro, like, to run a successful radio campaign, you need to spend, like, 150K, 200K.
yeah. I mean, is there any coupons you can be using or,
Let me get
like, a
some
vouchers or, like
CVS.
yeah, I mean, like, a punch card system, like, is there a credit card you can sign up for?
Dude, the whole goal is, though, like, what if I could pay for that instead
Yeah.
of owing that to a major corporation that would own my rights in return? What if we could
Oh,
do
yeah.
that? I mean, dude,
And you don't need a label. Like, I
Rusted.
normally, I'd be like, "Yo, you gotta shop this to, like, so and so," like, but it just doesn't make sense, like, what you're doing, like, I mean, Fearless, Hopeless, like, none of those labels make sense for what you're doing.
I love them all. Love them, dude.
Yeah,
I do
it's
what they
just
gotta do, but
not your
it's
people.
makes no sense.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're going towards a more traditional pop route where,
But
you
even
know
that, though, like, even right now, like, if I were to if Capitol Records or whoever, you know, Universal, whatever, Warner came to me, I mean, I don't have enough leverage to protect myself in a relationship,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
and I
I
forgot,
won't
like, legal fees are so ridiculous too. It's like, "Oh, man, can you look at this contract for me?" It's like even like a contract basis, like
$1,000 an hour type call.
mhm. Yeah.
So, dude, there's a lot of freaking smoke and mirrors, all this stuff, it's ridiculous, man. But yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to it, honestly, like, I really do. I see so Money Long is one female artist who did that. She funded her own artist project after she already built up this whole discography as a songwriter. Really, like, leveraged this pub deal she got, invested in her artist thing, and broke it. But she had this guy, Chris Anacute, who found Katy Perry, all these guys. He just knew the game, so he guided her along. She invested in her own project, and dude, she had one a huge breakout single like 2 years ago, whenever that was. Russ himself, he did it. He built himself such a discography and leverage to where he could partner with a label instead of becoming, you know what I mean, the under a hierarchy, you know?
Yeah.
You wanna partner with these people. They have great resources. These labels are great. They know things we don't, so let's partner with them.
Yeah,
But
of
not at the
course.
expense of owning my stuff, though.
Man, okay, so yeah,
Alright, bro.
Shadowboxing came out a couple weeks ago, and, I don't know, for someone who's, like, brand new to your stuff, like, what would you suggest they kinda run through on the
All Talk.
Spotify?
Yeah, go to All Talk, listen to Problem Child, listen to Shadowboxing, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say All Talk, Shadowboxing, Problem Child, and then, I don't know, from there, it's all kinda different and experimental, you know?